This pack was apparently left behind when this camp was abandoned. I should pack. The pack contains some dried meat, a few pieces of fruit, and a handful of root vegetables. It also contains the signet that identifies it as being belonged to a member of the Fighters Guild. I should look around and see if I can determine what happened to the Fighter Guild members. Note. Calm down. Something definitely went wrong with the portal spell. Instead of arriving in Cold Harbor as an invading force to be reckoned with, we wound up scattered to the four winds. I'm now a captain without a command. The others that appeared with me, we've been fighting or running since we got here. We finally found a relative safe spot at the edge of a dark forest and decided to set up camp. This is the first time that we arrived that I felt safe enough to just sit down and record my thoughts. Time seems to flow differently in this realm. Sometimes it feels like we've only been here for a few hours, and other times I could swear we've been here for days. This mission has turned into a colossal failure. Instead of stepping through the portal together, we were thrown in all directions, thrown about like so many dry leaves in a bitter wind. Luck was with me, though. I landed in the company of Camus the Kahit. If only the rest of my luck had turned out as well. We found ourselves in a strange ruin east of this camp. There were cold flame Atronox everywhere, intent on roasting us to a very fine blue crisp. We dispatched a couple of the creatures before we were forced to turn tail and run. For some reason, however, as we got close to the forest, the Atronox stopped chasing us. They suddenly seemed to lose interest in us and returned to the ruin. Well, I guess I should stop writing now and help finish setting up our camp. I'll write more after we get some sleep, providing nothing terrible happens in the interim. We were awakened after a few hours, minutes, days, of sleep by voices. There seemed to be people in the shadows of the woods, talking, whispering. We can hear them, but the voices aren't distinct enough to make out any actual words. Or maybe it's just a language that none of us have ever heard before. I'm not sure. Every so often, though, we clearly hear something that sounds like a cry for help. Every time we hear the desperate cry, we think it's one of our missing allies. It could be some of them lost out in the dark woods. They might be hurt or in danger, or, well, anything could be happening in there. Camus and I've decided to head into the forest and find the source of those pitiful cries. I'm going to leave my journal here in case any of the other members of our expedition come across this camp. We'll try to leave a trail so that you can follow our path. We're going to head west and then southwest, so follow us if you can. Here's something else you need to know. Camus discovered that if you touch one of the wisps that float around the trees, you glow and get a temporary source of light, perfect for finding your way through these shadowy woods. I suggest you make liberal use of the wisp if you're going to try to meet up with us. Well, it's time to go. I hope to see you soon, and may the 8 watch over us all.
We can use this.
Okay, so going this way.
These swords, they must be a clue. Now where did those fools run off to?
The sword appears to have been deliberately placed so its blade points in a specific direction. Oh, no, thank you.
creatures. Just slaughtered. Nothing ever changes. By Ifra's hairy feet, you outsiders just keep showing up.
I'm looking for my allies?
You and everyone else in this forest, it seems. My clan has already declared your allies to be trespassers. You don't want to know what we do to trespassers. The Shadow Walkers will catch them. They always do.
So they're going to kill them?
Does a fuzzy newt goat have 7 toes? Don't look at me like that. It's a perfectly appropriate analogy. Anyway, I hope I reach them before the hunters do. Otherwise, your allies don't stand a chance.
Why do you want to find them?
Because I'm tired of seeing people get hurt. Ugh. Things need to change round here. We've already spent way too much time talking about fuzzy newt goats. I really need to get moving.
How are you going to find them?
Have you noticed the swords left near these campfires? I think your companions are trying to tell us something. I'm going to keep looking for them. If I can reach them before the hunters, they might just get out of this forest alive. Keep your eyes open and your weapon ready. The shadows here are not your friend.
So warm. Walk around here somewhere.
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
There was in those days a city in the heartland, Delodil by name, and it was a city of pleasant promenades, of learned scholars and meticulous artisan, of lithesome dancers, and it also did Delodil have warriors fierce and proud, who protected the promenades and the scholars and the artisans and the dancers, and so sorry. The blue books, they don't stay on the ground, they disappear, so now I have to go hunt for it, and I'm not gonna. I'm just not. At least at the moment, anyway. Again, I do plan on having like a kind of like a episode special or a couple episode specials where we read in an inn or in one of my houses. A sword appears to have been deliberately placed so the blade points in a specific direction.
More outside. Show them the penalty for entering the moonless walk.
Right, this way. Fine, Xander? You're fine.
You need to be alive. You have to be. I need you to help me. I didn't do it. I swear. He was like this when I found him. This poor soldier. He didn't have to die. At least the Khajiit got away. How long can he manage to survive, though? I don't know. My clan can be very persistent.
Why is your clan hunting these soldiers?
Because we made a stupid deal long time ago. We became the guardians of this forest in exchange for power and immortality. But look at the cost. Now the Shadow Walkers hunt anyone who dare sets foot in these woods.
I need to help that Khajiit.
There might still be a way to save the other soldier, the Khajiit. But you need to trust me. I won't oppose my clan directly. They're my family. But I can help you find your friend. I just want to make sure no one else gets hurt.
What do you want me to do?
The Shadow Walkers use runners to search the forest, but you'll never see them. They become one with the shadows, all but invisible when the clan is on high alert. There is a way to see the runners, though.
How can I see these invisible runners?
You need to collect the bark of a spriggan. The bark's magic allows the creatures to... how should I put this? Feel their way through the dark woods. Infuse the bark with the wisps of light, and you should be able to spot the runners.
I need to know more before I agree to this.
Your friend is out there, being hunted by my people as we speak. If you have questions, ask them quickly so we can get back to the task at hand.
Tell me about your people.
My clan is ancient, older than you can even imagine. Our tree mender tells stories of the before time, when we lived under the bright skies in the lush forests of Valenwood.
How did you wind up in Cold Harbor?
According to the stories, the Daedric prince unleashed his fury upon Valenwood. Instead of fighting back, my ancestors decided to offer their allegiance to the prince. And here we are.
So your ancestors just gave up?
Gave up. That's one way to look at it. Another way is to see a clan that wanted not only to survive, but to gain a significant advantage. The Shadow Walkers love power. In exchange for servitude, we were promised power over our enemies.
But you're different.
I explained this to you already. I'm tired of darkness and false promises. Molag Bal gave us power, but he keeps us trapped here. What good is power if we're stuck in this realm forever? I want to see clear skies and stars in the night.
All right.
Did you get the bark?
Here's
We don't
the
have
bark.
much time left. Just scrape a bit off the top end. There. An old trick I learned living so long in this dreadful place. My friends thought it was funny to hide from me, so I'd use this to see them. It also has an interesting side effect.
Side effect?
While it allows you to see anyone hiding in the Shadow Realm, it also masks your presence from them. I've used this method to avoid patrols and sneak out of the forest. It really works. But remember, the effect is temporary. It doesn't last long.
How does this work?
Touch the bark to a wisp of light, and then cross the bridge. The runners are searching for the remaining soldier. When you spot a runner, follow him. He should lead you right to your friend. And if the effect runs out, just touch another wisp.
I have to tell you that I'm really not great at that idea.
What's all that noise out there? I could have sworn I heard something. There has to be something out there. Where in Ifri's name is that sound coming from? Why are the creatures acting so strangely today?
Most gratifying resolution.
It's almost like I have to clear my path first before I do this. Oh jeez, that scared me. I was busy trying to figure out where the... Okay, where am I supposed to be going?
Why are the creatures acting so strangely today? I could have sworn I heard something. Where in Ifri's name is that sound coming from?
Outsider alone, warm bloods. You will not harm outsider. While they extract the bishop by the
This one does not understand the game the little elf and the snake thing are playing. But we have something important to do. We need to get into this tower. The key to our victory. It's in there. I know this to be true.
Can you tell me what you're talking about?
We heard voices in the woods. We thought it was other members of our expedition calling to us for help. But Captain Alfari figured it out. The voice comes from this tower. Whoever is locked in there needs our help. And he will help us in return.
King Lalarin Dinar is a prisoner in the tower. We need to rescue him.
The last Eliad king. Here? Then Captain Alfari was right. The key to our victory is locked away in that tower.
What do you know about the Lamia?
The wood elves started hunting us almost as soon as we stepped into this dread forest. They killed Captain Alfari in cold blood. I barely escaped. The snake thing found this one, lost and injured, and led me safely through the woods.
Why are they arguing?
This one isn't sure. The little elf appeared out of nowhere. But at least she didn't try to kill Camus like the other elves did. They both claim to know how to get inside the tower, but Camus doesn't trust either one of them.
Head for the city. It's safe there. I'll investigate the tower.
A safe haven in this place. Camus looks forward to seeing such a thing. Let me rest for a moment before I head out. I wish I could go with you, but until my injuries heal, I would only slow you down. Good luck, my friend.
Do you have any advice before you head to the city?
This one doesn't know very much about this area, but this one always has opinions. Ask what you will, and I will answer.
If I have to
It's
decide...
the least I can do.
Oh, sorry. If I decide to ask one of them for help, who would you choose?
Oh, what a choice. Like deciding whether to roast slowly or leap right into the flames. There is no good answer. But if we were seeking allies, Camus would choose the elves. They are strong and capable. They could be a great help against Molag Bal. Well, the friendly snake thing did help me. We shouldn't dismiss them out of hand. They lack organization and fighting skills. But Camus can't deny their ferocity. Perhaps they are worthy of consideration as well.
Alright, go on. Here.
I know you can't forgive my clan for what it's done, but they adhere to an ancient promise that will never come to pass. I can help you, though. No one knows that tower better than I do, but I need to ask for your help in return.
What do you need my help for?
You have to help me convince my clan to break this ages-old agreement. We've guarded these woods and that cursed tower, assuming that one day Molag Bal would reward us and let us return to Valenwood. But that's never going to happen.
How can I change the minds of the Shadow Walkers?
Like me, you've been outside this forest. You know about Molag Bal's plan. You know about the plane meld. You have to tell them that our agreement is worthless. How can we ever return to Nirn if Molag Bal destroys it?
What about the Lamy and our people?
Those monsters. We've been at war with them for ages. My people will never listen to you if you take their side. The Shadow Walkers are powerful. We would be of great help to you, but only if you aid me and convince my people.
Let me talk to the other one first.
We shall help you enter the tower. But first, you must help us against these foul wood elves. Do not listen to their lies. They murder our children for no reason. Please, you must help me save the little ones.
The Wood Elves are killing your children.
We never asked to be dragged into Cold Harbor. We never made a deal with the Daedric Prince. But ever since we got here, the Wood Elves raid our nests and slaughter our children. This cycle of murder needs to end.
Why do you need me?
You are a hero. You stride through Cold Harbor with confidence, and not even the Wood Elves can touch you. You can win this battle for us, and we will be in your debt. We will show you how to enter the tower, even help you in your mission.
I need to talk to the other one first. I think I'm gonna side with this one.
We shall help you enter the tower. We never asked. You are a hero. You stride through Cold Harbor with confidence, and not even the Wood Elves can
I'm gonna
touch you.
say very well, I'll help you.
You will? We have waited such a long time for someone to aid us in our struggle. You have made me very happy, outsider. Now we can get our children back. Now we can have our revenge. The vile and ruthless Wood Elves smash our eggs just because they feel threatened by our numbers. They even hold some in their dwellings, using them as hostages against us. This is not a way to live. We must get our eggs back.
Where are the Wood Elves keeping your eggs?
They keep our eggs in their camps, holding them to keep us docile. They force us to stay near our own nests, hunting us down if we wander too far. We want our children back. We need our eggs.
If I rescue your eggs, you'll show me how to get into the tower?
The tower. Yes, the tower. We will help you with that, and so much more. But all of our eggs must be returned.
Alright, I'll recover your
They
eggs.
hide our eggs in their filthy camps. You must enter their homes to rescue our children. But be very careful. Such an intrusion will result in great pain and death if they catch you.
How do I return the eggs to you?
I will find you near the Wood Elves' camp. I have ways of moving through the forest unseen. Can be dangerous, but worth the risk. I will do anything to get our children back.
Wait, outsider. A moment more of your time. I get it. My people killed one of your own. They aren't evil, though. You have to understand. We signed a pact to protect this forest. The Shadow Walkers believe that if they fail to honor that agreement, we're all doomed.
You do know they tried to kill me, too.
Well, yes. I can't argue with that. I understand why you would want to side with these creatures. I also know you need to get their eggs back. But my people don't need to die while you do it. Recover the eggs, but don't hurt my people.
You're asking for a lot.
I'm not asking for anything you can't do. And I'll go with you when you're done, to help. I've been planning to leave anyway, so now's as good a time as any. You can use me, just don't kill any Shadow Walkers.
How do I get into a camp full of wood elves without killing any of them?
The Shadow Walkers watch the forest, but they're too confident. They leave our camps practically undefended. You could sneak in, get the eggs, and get out. You can do it. I know you can. Please, just consider what I'm asking.
Alright, Xander. I actually have to dismiss you. I know, crazy, my dude. But you are a little too eager to kill everybody, so let's... I'll come get you in a minute.
Recovered our eggs. How wonderful. My people will be most grateful to you for this.
I fulfilled my part of your bargain. Now it's your turn.
I must return these eggs to our nest, but there is one more thing you must do before my people will feel truly safe. Please, may I tell you about this final task?
Alright, tell me what else you want me to do.
A council of elders leads the wood elves. They live upon a large rock that floats above us. Queen Fajik's eggs were taken and hidden up there. You will need a key to open the portal and gain access to the floating rock.
Alright, where do I get this key?
The key is divided into 2 shards, each protected by a Shadow Walker Guardian. As soon as you acquire the 2 shards, go to the camp in the center of the forest. My people will meet you there.
Is there a way to get the shards without killing the wood elves?
Why do you insist on not harming the ones who kill my people? The little elf girl. She has confused you, hasn't she? Bah! I do not know the ways of stealth. My people kill, and we do so proudly for all to see.
I gotta admit I'm the same, but I'm helping you, so I'd appreciate your help. Tell me what you know.
I know nothing that would help you. I've already told you that. But think about it. How did you make your way past the wood elves earlier? How did you avoid the runner? That might lead to the answer you seek.
are the outsider who has done so much for my people. I am grateful. Perhaps when this is over, my people can live without fear or worry.
I was promised your aid if I helped you.
Once the tyranny of the Shadow Walkers has ended, you will have the help you need. But first, we must recover my children from the Council. Did you acquire the portal shards from the Guardians?
Yep, I have the shards.
Good. Direct the shard key toward the portal at the center of the arches. The Lamias will do the rest. Our time is now, my children. Swarm forth and reclaim what is ours. Finally, our children are avenged. The wood elves have fallen. My eggs shall be returned to my nest, and my people shall be safe. The Shadow Walkers shall be lost without their leaders. The day is ours.
Whoop, you killed the leaders, or the elders.
What will you have us do? the Wood Elves slaughtered my people. They would not listen to reason. The only chance we had was to remove their leaders. Now, we shall watch the Shadow Walkers crumble.
Will you show me how to enter the tower now?
You have helped us. Now we shall help you. I instructed Zignith to head to the ruined passage that leads to the tower. You shall find her there. Know that the Lamias are in your debt. Call upon us if you ever need our strength and cunning.
All right, ladies. Oh, I gotta remember to call back Xander, too.
Quality material makes for quality goods.
My people rejoice. Most consider us monsters, but you helped us. We will never forget your generosity and compassion. My egg sisters will live, and life, even in this wretched place, is precious. Thank you.
I did what I needed to do.
As I promised, this door leads to the tower. I do not know what the tower holds, but we have heard the cries for help from within. Be careful in there, outsider. This is Cold Harbor. Even the most mundane things can hide terrible dangers.
What will you do now?
The Khajiit told me of a city of safety to the east. I will take some of my people, for we would very much like to see this city. We will be there if you have need of us, my friend.
Bring the crystal with you. We'll need it to free me from my bonds. I have waited for centuries. And waited and waited. Do you know how boring that can be? But now, you are here. Just as Meridia foretold.
Meridia knew I was coming?
The Radiant One knows many things. She knew that one day the city she plunged into Cold Harbor would serve her purpose. At first, she thought I would fulfill that prophecy. But I failed. And now, I need your help.
Where are you projecting this image from?
Have no fear. I am as alive as you are. Molag Bal has preserved me so that I can endure his endless tortures. His cruelty knows no bounds. I can't slip free of this lightless oubliette, but I have managed to send my projection to meet you.
How do I set you free?
I knew you were the one I was waiting for. Molag Bal locked me away for a reason. He fears me. Once you set me free, we can make him regret the day he made us his enemies. You made it this far, just as I had predicted. I am glad to see that my calculations were not in error. Now, if you are ready, we have a prison to break out of.
How did you wind up in here?
I was captured shortly after Mnealia pushed her city into this dread realm. This prison relies on darkness. Early on, I almost broke free. Now Molag Bal shapes the darkness itself to bind me, suppressing my attempts to escape.
So what should I do?
Molag Bal has trapped me within a pillar of darkness, infused with his own vile energy and powered by the light of Mnealia. That, however, will be his undoing. The light of Mnealia can also banish this darkness, but you have to bring it to me.
All right, I'm on my way.
To reach me, you must first unlock the prison door. Molag Bal uses crystallized darkness to hold me and suppress my power. Move the crystals from their locations to the prison door, and the way shall be opened for you.
Who are you exactly?
I am the last Ayleid king. In our ancient language, my name means ruler in dark times. I can imagine no darker time than the end of the Ayleid people.
How have you survived this long?
I am a servant of Mnealia, her master tactician and strategist. Between my master's blessings and the time-distorting nature of this dread realm, I am still alive. Consider that your good fortune, for you will never defeat Molag Bal without my help.
All right, I'll bring the light of Mnealia to you.
To reach me, you must first unlock the prison door.
I don't need you to repeat that for me. And I saw a chest. But nope. Nope, we did not. Oh, no. I'm kidding. Oh, sorry, Scuttler. They're innocent. You don't mean anything.
Enter the garden and collect the life shadow crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
Alright, it is really dark.
Derivative.
In the days beyond memory, when men first walked the lands of Skyrim, there arose in the city of Sarthal a great enchanter. As a boy, his gift for magic and artifice has been evident to his tutors. As a man, his skill surpassed them all. And finding nothing more to learn among his kin, he left wife and child and set out to train under the elven masters. A year became 2, then 3, and when finally his path led him back to Sarthal, he found only ruins. For the elves have sacked the city, and all that lived there were dead or gone. Amid the ashes and the smoldering ruins of his home, he swore a terrible oath of vengeance, and from that comes the name of the legends gave him, Azadel, the embittered destroyer. Alone he could do nothing, and so he bided his time, delving deeper into his art than any before him. From the Dwemer he learned the 7 natures of metal, how to harmonize them. From the Iliads, the ancient ruins and dawn magic even the elves had begun to forget. Among Falmer and Cholmer and Altmer he traveled, taking what he could from each, and all the while plotting how he might turn that knowledge against them. Finally, word reached him of Yazgamor and his companions, newly arrived from Mount Mora. For 3 days and nights he rode north and met them as they made landfall on the icy coast, near the ruins of Sarthal, which the elves had fortified against them. He offered the companions his service and all he had produced in his years of labor. And with Altmorian steel imbued with his enchantments, the elves fell before them, and at last he had his revenge. But he was not content. His craft had become his life, and his hunger for knowledge still gnawed at him, driving him to delve ever deeper. At long last he exhausted the lore of the elves, but it was not enough. He sought the secrets of dragon runes and won for himself a seat among the high priests. But it was not enough, and at length he turned his gaze to the plains of oblivion and found there both power and madness. Some say he ventured there, never to return. Others that he was betrayed by his fellow dragon priests and killed, or driven into hiding in the ruins beneath his beloved Sarthal. Among the skull of Saltheum, it is said he fled to their island, and was sealed in the depths of Cobjorn Barrow, together with the last of his relics. But that is the tale, as it was told among the bards of Winterhold. Whatever the truth, the legend of Azotl was intended as a warning. In pursuit of perfection, one must take care that the pursuit itself does not become all-assuming. Okay. Not a book that we haven't read right up against that. I was so afraid. Yeah. This is your prison? That'd be horrifying. You know that, right?
Make better choices. That was intellectually stimulating.
See where it wants me to go, I swear.
If we must.
I hate how it grabs you. Like, my goal is always to kill it before it ever touches me. For everything.
Time for tea, then.
Probably not quite Xander Winter. Oh, cool. going this way now.
Enter the library and collect the Mind Shadow Crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
And that's done. What's next? If we must. Time for tea, then. Let it sit with you. Novel erudition always makes me heady.
I don't know why there's so much screaming happening, but there is. Is it because I have the bright light so they can't stand seeing me? We did there? I think we did there, right? So do we gotta go up here? Are you doing it?
Laura's twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done.
Okay, not there. No, not there. I'm confused as to where I'm supposed to be going. Let's see. Andrew, do you know where we're supposed to go? Because I don't.
Enter the frozen alcove and collect the flame shadow crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
Okay. Probably hell on anybody who's got sensitive eyes. Those eyes. Oh, well, things have changed a little here.
Well done, my friend. Now, enter the oubliette and set me free.
Please don't betray me. Please don't betray me. Don't betray me.
You have done well to make it this far. But there is still more to do to set me free. My body is imprisoned within a pillar of darkness, generated by the ebon shards to each side. Place a light of Meridia in both of the sconces. Each will create a beam of light that will strike a nearby crystal. By rotating the crystals, you can change a beam's direction. You may need to rotate a crystal multiple times to connect the beams and form a path of light to the ebon shards. Adjust the crystals until the beams of light destroy the ebon shards.
Gotcha.
Then the pillar of darkness will collapse, and I shall be free.
Took a hot minute. have any voice if you've been screaming this entire time. Xander, why is that? Okay, there we go. Cool, cool. Okay, I got it. Alright, so we're not done here. So done there. So now I gotta do this side. The wait time on being able to rotate it is actually slightly obnoxious. And I rotate this. You are not going to help me at all.
Freedom at long last. My calculations suggested that you had a slightly better chance to fail rather than to succeed. I suspect, though, that you often beat the odds. Thank you.
Are you hurt?
No. A little weary, perhaps, but not injured. My mind remains sharp, however. I suggest we make our escape from this place. It is the only tactically sound option at our disposal.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Agreed. Allow me to create a portal to Meridia's city. We can speak there.
Awesome. Now we were, the one chick from the, whatchamacallit place. I thought she was gonna help us if we didn't kill any of her buddies. But yet... I can't help but notice she didn't help us.
This portal leads to the Hollow City. We shall talk again when we are safely inside its
The cultural research opportunities in extra-Nern settlements like this are, well, incalculable.
Xander, I should have known you would love this place. Should have known. The Sonnet of Atheris Art. This is our base, our most favorite place, the beginning and end to each day. It represents our triumphs and glories. The very walls tell our ongoing stories. As they absorb everything we do and say, this is our space, each corner laced, with items all chosen with care. From sweet-scented candles to decorative fixtures and handles, the atmosphere is perfect to share. So near or distant, or ever so far, no matter where in Tamriel we are, wherever we choose to roam, we live and we learn. Then we always return to the place we simply call home. Alright, where's said king guy, dude?
We can use this.
Wrong one. Right, there we go. Where am I going? This way.
I have barely set foot within these hallowed walls, and I already feel 1,000 times better. And now that you are here, we can determine our next move against the vile Molag Bal.
Do you have a plan?
I must take stock of our assets and resources, determine just how much might we can bring to bear. Only then can I develop a strategy that shall allow us to win this war. But forgive me, I wanted to convey that you performed admirably at the tower.
Oh, well, thank you.
It is good to be back in this ancient city. I need to assess our strengths and weaknesses, determine how best to make our assault against Molag Bal. If we strike before we build up a sufficient force, however, I fear we shall lose this war.
What do you suggest?
The soldiers, the ones who call themselves the Fighters Guild. They seem strong and capable, at least at first glance. I shall speak to their leader at once.
I'm actually not sure who's in charge of this force.
No leader? Well, that is an unacceptable situation. I shall take command of this fighter guild force. It is the only logical solution. Talk to those within this building. After I consult with the groundskeeper, I shall join you inside.
The pieces begin to fall into place. With the king's aid, we shall assemble a force worthy of Meridia's blessing.
When did these people arrive?
Small groups have trickled in since your departure. The warriors inside seem to be under the protection of the knight Darien, an exceptional fellow. Brave to a fault, and devoted to lost causes. Cadwell found them in the wilds.
Cadwell?
Smashing! So glad you could join us. Welcome to the Fighters Guild, which is rather a mundane name, isn't it? Though it is precise. They fight things and they're in a guild. Works rather well, actually, come to think of it.
You found the Fighters Guild members?
Actually, it was Honor who found them. Have you met? We've been together forever. He knows Cold Harbor almost as well as I do.
Oh, your pet found them.
Pish tosh! Honor isn't a pet. He's my faithful steed. He does mistake the odd wood elf for a tasty treat, but they've been known to do that themselves, haven't they?
I believe this is Honor. Here, his trusty steed, if you can... Here, oh, I'll be kind to him. Here you go. Hi, Honor. Oh, you're adorable. Trusty steed indeed.
Your nagging is becoming more annoying than my persistent rash. We finally have a secure base. To go back outside without a plan is even too foolhardy for me.
You want us to hide behind these walls? To leave our comrades to die while you sip wine and lounge about? You have no honor, knight.
Don't lecture me about honor, elf. You have no idea what I've seen or what I've gone through.
Alright, apology.
Think I've read that one before.
Alright, I think I'm gonna leave you guys here. We made pretty good progress, right? Okay. There's stairs.
Ah, very nice. Good to settle my old bones for a bit.
Alright, Xander's just like, I want a nap. And here we are. Dragging him everywhere. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave you guys here. I will be back soon. And thanks so much for keeping me company.